Welcome to MJ's Garden Chat. Okay, so we are on time today, kind of a little bit, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. This week, there's been a lot going on. We are full session right now. There's probably like 6 or 7 of us in here. So yay, props to us for all coming together and actually like sticking to. So November should be what is it called? November should be beast mode because we're ending October really strong. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm doing like my little church board announcement. So just a reminder, we are having our Halloween party this Friday, October 25th. It's going to be karaoke, pumpkin painting, pot painting, um pretty much everything that we would normally do during the week just like meshed into one big party. Ooh, in addition to the boo basket swap. So if you are interested in that, just let me know like kind of soonish so I can make sure that we do have everything all in order. But okay, thank you for my spiel. Ooh, wait, no, I'm not done. Everything that we discuss here is alleged. Allegedly, please do not come for us. We do not have the funds. We're not that big. Don't come for us. Okay,
Thanks.
commence. Here we go.
Thanks.
What's going on with Jamie Foxx?
Okay.
Crickets.
Sorry, trying
We
to put
were
my baby
just
back down.
talking. Oh, okay. So people are saying that Jamie Foxx didn't want to talk because it has something to do with Diddy. That's where we last left off before I had to do our little intro segue.
Yes. So they were saying that um, Jamie Foxx went to one of those Diddy parties, allegedly, and that he was given a substance and uh, potentially beaten up while he was there. And that's what caused his big injury and him to have to be hospitalized. And then he didn't want to talk about it. And then he recovered and everything. And then now they're saying that he went to the feds to tell his story. And that's going to be a part of one of these court cases against Diddy.
Oh, damn. Really?
Wow.
That's crazy.
So,
But that wouldn't be the first time that we've heard that someone went to this party and then had a show or something the next day and was like loopy. Because Britney Spears, I think it might have been the VMAs.
Mm-hmm.
She the night before had went to a Diddy party and that performance was trash. She like seemed like people thought she was drunk. Um, in addition to her heel had broke on stage, so they were all saying that it was like set up. And then I feel like not
Oh.
too long after is when she went crazy and like shaved her hair off.
Yeah.
Also, did you
wow.
guys see the pictures of J Lo
And
at the
remember
Diddy
when she
party?
shaved her hair? Uh-oh. Rem-
Uh-oh.
Remember when she shaved her hair? She said that she was tired of people touching her and like didn't want her beauty anymore, so she shaved off all her hair so that they wouldn't be attracted to her anymore.
That's crazy.
Oh, I didn't
That's
know that.
crazy. I don't think I knew that.
Uh-huh.
Did you guys see the interview on Soft White Underbelly?
What
Oh
interview?
What?
no.
The Soft White Underbelly,
With
it's a
the
guy
one
and he
girl.
does like documentary kind of shorts on, regular people and stuff like that. But there was a girl up there and she was talking about her experience about being there at a Diddy party, and she's, not famous. She was, a working girl. But she was saying that she was put on to a Diddy party from a prince. She had met an Arabian prince that she was working for, and he brought her to a party. And she said that it was wild, that there was the outside party and the inside party, and then like the inside
Mhm.
party, and
Mm-hmm.
how like when she got there it was already crazy. People were doing drugs and drinking and walking around naked, but then his son was included and was like passing out sandals, and anybody that got a pair
Mhm.
of these white sandals, they had to go into the house. And so
Uh-huh.
she had gotten a pair of white sandals, but she was there with her homegirl. She didn't want to leave her friend, so she was, continuing to walk around. And Diddy saw she had the sandals and made her go inside. And she didn't get too much into inside, but she was like, it was absolutely crazy. She had to leave. But yeah, I just thought that was nuts, that he saw she had the sandals and was like, no, you have to go inside like right now. And like she was like that they locked up their phones and they had to sign NDAs and they had to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff to even be in
Enter
there.
in.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep, I saw that video, and she had been on his one of his episodes before,
Uh-huh.
but she couldn't say as much as she said in this one.
Yep.
Mm, that's
Because it's like with
wild.
him being locked up now, everyone is more comfortable to speak their truth.
Yeah, that's
True.
pretty
Like,
much how she was saying it. Like she couldn't really say as much as she could say now, so now she can say more names or whatever.
And that's why he keeps offering like those huge, huge bail numbers, and they keep saying no
Hmm.
because they were saying that he was allegedly like threatening the witnesses or like trying to intimidate them. And they said he called one of the witnesses like a whole bunch of times.
that's
So,
crazy. But I
I
mean, I'm
saw
not
that he
even
was trying
surprised. I'm
to.
not the least bit surprised because even with his ex bodyguard, that so I just found out. I think was it yesterday that was the DJ Unk. I think
yeah.
what was
So, what was his name?
One of the bodyguards died or something from like
Yeah.
pneumonia. They said or
pneumonia?
something.
Yeah, and that's the
So
same
he's
thing that Kim Porter died of.
Right.
They're saying that he didn't pass. They're saying that he's in the hospital, but then somebody else came out and said that he passed. So there's like mixed messages about what's going on with him.
Oh, so that's why they're kind of like trending, like where is he or something like
Yes,
that.
yes.
Oh,
Mm.
okay,
But
that
still, it
makes
still is
sense.
the same, pneumonia.
Right. Like, what's that?
What do you guys think about those alleged tunnels?
Oh my goodness, there's so much to unpack there
Right?
because there I oh my goodness, today on TikTok I saw there's tunnels leading from the Disney bathroom
Mm.
underground, and there's over 2,000 kids like per year that go missing from Disney.
Yeah. And
Wow.
then you got to remember every time they do a sting for like like those children, weird rings, and every time they catch the people there's always like 4 or 5 people from Disney like that used to work at Disney.
Are
There's
you
That's
always
serious?
crazy.
people. Yeah.
Really?
Well, they said
Yeah,
that
I
he
thought
had
that.
tunnels where he had tunnels to they said he had tunnels to Epstein house, to Oprah's house,
Mhm.
and to that big shipment yard. It was like right across whatever water that's next to
Yep.
his house.
I could believe it. Ever since we seen, I don't think we could mention these people on the platform. So ever since we seen those people in New York that were at their let's call it a church, and ever since they like remember they went down and they were looking for some young boys went down
Yeah, oh
into
yeah,
the
I
tunnel
remember.
area, and then
Yeah.
they
Mhm.
walked through, and then the police were like as they were walking through they were finding like children's backpacks and children's toys in the tunnel,
That's
and
crazy.
then it led back up to like the sidewalk.
Mm.
So like imagine people, taking people out of there and they could just walk back up to the sidewalk and act like nothing happened.
Forget the sidewalk. People are just taking kids straight from the bathroom. Like parents
I
are
was just
Right.
leaving
gonna
their
say that. I
kids
saw
to
that the
let
lady
their kids go
said
pee, and then their kids never come out.
her
Mm.
child went through a hole in the bathroom in the floor and nobody knows where the child is.
I
Oh
mean, not even
no.
that, like having these children like themed things and still having these things going on like Disney. But there's also, did you guys hear about the Autism on the Seas cruise?
Mm-mm.
No, what
No.
One
happened?
of the I don't remember if he was an owner or but he was somebody that was high up in the company, and he would always go to, these cruises and things like that, but he was apparently abusing many of the passengers
Mm.
for
What?
a
Oh.
long time. And it makes you think, like, even things that you think are great and like, perfect for kids and whatever it can be
Uh-huh.
dark.
It's
I
not.
Oh,
mean,
what
Dude,
about
that's
the
a lot of
owner?
Nickelodeon.
camp there.
What
That
about the
is
Like
owner of
disgusting.
Was it Abercrombie and Fitch?
Abercrombie and Finch.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
for trafficking. Like, what is
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
going on?
Uh-huh. And that store always had a bad rap because
For racism, yeah.
when we were for that, and like when we were teenagers they would make the guys who had to stand out in front and like be the model in the front, and they would make them take off their shirt and stuff like that, but you got to think those were like teenagers. Like
Right.
those were like
Oh my,
15, 16,
yeah,
16 year
that's
olds.
crazy when you think about it.
That's creepy as heck. And then how they chose who was the employee and like who got to work in the front and who got to work in the back.
Yeah, based
Mm.
on, yeah, I literally cannot.
That's crazy. That's
That's
so.
absolutely insane. It's crazy though, like thinking about all of like our like youth and our childhood and how it's like still like prevalent now. Because even with One Direction, like Liam Payne passing, his autopsy report just came out. He had a lot of drugs in his system, like a lot of drugs, including like pink cocaine.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then you see how people come up with the rumors at the beginning. Like, first they were like, he must have been pushed. Then they were like, oh, he jumped. Then they were like, he had some type of, you know, substance, you know, rage. And he messed up the whole hotel room and broke up everything in the hotel room. And then now the autopsy comes back and it's like he was doing all those things and I
But
don't
do you
I
know.
had
think?
a
Okay, but do
Well,
you
yeah,
feeling
because
some
they
think?
had
kind of
said that the
drug was
hotel had
involved.
called the police and said that they were worried he was going to hurt himself, and there he goes.
Yeah, and then the police didn't even they didn't come, they didn't do anything.
Mm.
Just took the report. I was like,
But do you think? But like, why? But do you think that he may? Well, I don't know. I'm still a big conspiracy reader, I guess you can say. So all of this is alleged. But do you think that he maybe got like a phone call or something like?
mhm,
Well, aside from like obviously like just
Or
the
a threat.
nature of being a partier. Yeah,
mhm.
but like, what if he? Because that interview, and I know it wasn't recent, but a few years ago, he name dropped
A lot
Diddy
of people. Yeah.
and Leonardo DiCaprio,
Uh-huh.
and so it's just like, what if he? I feel like, if not mistaken, I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like his name came up in one of like the not a lawsuit, but he was gonna have to be a witness for something.
Yeah. Because all of these people, everything they said, like the feds just don't come and get you. The feds watch you for like 5 to 10 years before they come and get you. So you got to think all of those interviews, that's evidence. All of
Hmm.
those, cash transactions, that's evidence. That's why it's a RICO because it's wire fraud. But
Okay.
I saw when he was on a show and they were playing like a game with these cards, and the card said, I think it said, "What would your last words be?"
And he
yeah.
And Diddy
sat there,
smiled and
whole
said, "I
chest.
did it."
I did
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Uh-huh.
Whole with his chest. But and that's
Uh-huh.
the thing. It's like if you listen to his music and now knowing all that we know now and like going back and actually like analyzing the lyrics, it's like he has been telling us what he's been doing.
Right. All of
Yeah.
the interviews and everything. Did you guys see the one where I can't remember who he was interviewing with, but they had mentioned the Will Smith and Jada Smith, how they wanted to have a threesome with J Lo,
Yeah, yep,
and
I saw
he
that.
like snapped on stage for a second. Like you could see, like I don't know, he like took a pause and then had to
Mhm.
realize where he was before he fixed himself.
Yeah. And then remember when he was on the Ellen show?
Oh yeah, with Portia. Well, for the
Yeah.
shirt for
Well,
Portia.
was it that one? So there were two different ones. There was one where he was on the Ellen show and Ellen started talking about his twin daughters and was asking if they had a boyfriend. It was a very awkward conversation. And he was like, "No, they can't possibly have a boyfriend, do they?" And he kept looking back and forth at the screen. And then Ellen kept being like, "Well, yeah, they probably do, or they might have a girlfriend."
Oh
And he
yeah,
was
I
like,
remember
"What?"
that.
And so just I don't know. I just worry about those children because you have to think something like they've been seeing stuff or they've
All of the
been
children,
through stuff.
Oh yeah,
even
the
Will
son is
Will and Jada's
100%
kid.
implicated. They were trying to
Yeah.
what was it? Like tag it onto Diddy's thing, like he had produced the environment for him to be able to do these things. But yeah, even his son has allegations.
But
Yeah.
what if his son
So
was doing it because his dad scared the hell out of him?
100%. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the way he was
Mhm.
raised.
Yeah, that's
Right.
definitely that's like
Or
it's
yeah, that part. That's how
second
he was
nature.
raised.
It probably
Like,
wouldn't even honestly. it probably isn't even second nature to them. You know,
Yeah.
that's which is
Especially
crazy
with him
because it's
being a
just
boy, like he's
yeah,
probably trying
Yeah.
to raise him like him, but keep his daughters away from it.
which
Right.
is
And then
wild.
yeah. And then there were all those rumors about Jada and Will's kids,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, they
about
tried
how
to
like they would
so
have adults come over or something, and I don't know. It's weird.
well, not even okay. So I heard that Will pretty much like sold Willow to Diddy, and
So
he
what?
did that. Yeah, he did that when Willow. Okay, so you know how her hit song "Whip I Whip My Hair" back and
I
forth.
heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Um, so she opened for Justin Bieber with like with during that whole like phase. So that's kind of how like she blew up.
Oh, yeah.
And
And
then
you gotta
that's why
see.
she
Then she's
shaved her
shaving her head.
hair.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she was
Yeah.
tired of doing it. She didn't want to do it anymore. That's why she shaved her
Yeah.
hair.
And
Like
she
you
has
can't.
really good music. I like her songs.
Yeah, and she's super talented. Like
Mm.
she
I can
has a
admit I've never actually listened to her music before, but
Really? Oh, it's
I'll
I
very
take
didn't even
y'all
know you
word
good.
listened to
for
her
it.
before.
Like even when she does like these live
yeah, she kills it
performances,
during the
she
lives.
does,
Yep.
and she, goes off and does her own thing. Like it's not exactly like how she recorded it, but it sounds really good.
Hmm.
Mm.
But it's just crazy to think and like knowing like all what all of these and how all of these kids are tied and connected together.
Yeah, and then remember when Will did a performance with his son, and then when they were, I think it was the Ellen show again, I think, and he like kissed his son on the mouth in front of everybody,
That's
and his
gross.
son was like a older teenager at that
Mm.
point,
I think I remember that.
and it was like you could tell the son was embarrassed and like, why would
Mm-mm.
you do this?
I mean, like, yeah, on national TV, like, what?
Uh-uh.
On national TV. I
National
can't.
TV in private in front of a friend. Don't do that.
No,
Yeah, and then
no facts. Well, big facts. No, definitely big
that's
facts.
super true. And it's like if they're willing to do
Just
that in the
don't do
public, who
it.
knows what's happening behind the scenes?
Just don't do it anywhere at all.
Yeah.
That is like
And
crossing the
then you got to
line.
look at their marriage is all weird. Like,
Oh, very
That
weird. The way that Jada Pinkett Smith, she just be just airing out all of their business. I don't get it.
I thought
mhm.
after that last red table talk, I thought they were gonna be done.
And
I
she's
just
like
knew
obsessed
it.
with
Do
Tupac,
they
and
still have
I
it?
don't
They
know.
still have the red table talk?
I don't know if they still do it now, but I'm just saying, like after everything, like why are y'all still married?
Right.
They
Why
have
are
too
y'all
much
still married
business
after
and too many
everything?
secrets.
That's
I was gonna say,
crazy.
yeah, that's there. Yeah, there's a lot of money. I feel that
Hmm.
cheaper keeper at that point. The
Hmm.
like,
Yeah,
oh, we're
probably
not
so.
talking. You have your entire wing of the house. I don't ever have to see you.
Yeah.
Facts.
My God, that's the life though, right?
Matter of fact, we're just gonna build you a whole house on the property and
Yeah,
you can
like
live
we
Literally.
can
in it.
Like
Like,
literally
maybe
have
see you at the holidays for dinner. Like what?
Mm.
right.
wing A and wing B and have to talk through the intercom.
Yes, legit.
Oh my God, could
Sorry,
you
the
imagine
intercom
us
is
like being
dead.
petty and having
Why
a
aren't you
fight and making the
answering?
person run back and forth with a note?
I
Yes,
bet you still sending
the
TikToks to one
dogs.
another though.
Send the dogs.
Or the drone and put
Carrier
the note in
pigeon.
there. Oh my gosh.
They're like, no, there's way too. Yeah, I don't even. I don't know. All of this and everyone suing everyone. So
Yeah.
did you hear that your old ex-president is being sued for defamation?
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
don't know.
So I guess at his last rally, he was talking about the exonerated five.
Uh-huh.
But spreading misinformation. But yeah, no, they're coming. They're suing his behind.
At this point,
Uh-huh.
he's got such a rap sheet. Like I don't even know how that's going to be possible for him to be in office. Like how is 35 a requirement, but like criminal record is not?
It's so weird. Like, if this was anybody else, they would be in prison. Like, how many more charges do you have to
Oh,
get
oh.
Right.
for?
Yeah, him and all his fake
The
news.
whole
What did he say? He was like, yeah, the news. He said, what did he say? Like what he heard was real, but the news was fake. It was something like it was like an
Oh,
oxymoron.
it's just the whole fact for me of how he's like how they're still entertaining him to be a potential president, even though he
Right.
had this criminal record, but yet people who have a criminal record that's tax paying citizens can't even vote
And how
yeah.
hard it
because
Can't
rides for
vote,
Diddy with
can't
all
get
of
a
this Diddy stuff
job.
going on.
yeah, and but you can be the
Right.
president and
Uh,
run us? What?
Yeah,
uh-huh.
he was friends with Epstein. He's friends with Diddy, and like you about to have him back in the White House.
Yep.
All of these people
But
are
they
going under
all
fire
have
for being
secrets.
friends, but
That's why it's not as good as the money sounds. I would
Mhm.
never want to be a celebrity or in any kind of like government situation. Like
Mhm.
well, the
it's too
president don't
much.
even make that much. How much does he make a year? What, $400,000 a year? I think they said it was.
Yeah, but with all those side things that he's doing, he made way more than that
Yeah,
while
I
he
mean, but
was
being
there.
president, it was nothing for. It was chump change for him.
Hmm.
I don't, it, I'm just talking about all around, just like in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? Like
They
it
say
just
that
it
the
doesn't. It's not worth it.
No,
they
It
say
ain't.
that Diddy's those tapes have a couple of politicians on there too.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and
And tell you,
some
I
They're
royal
wouldn't
the
either.
members
main
as
ones that be
well.
having the most secrets. I'm not
Oh,
Yeah.
surprised.
yep. And they keep running over there to Bali.
I
Hmm.
literally cannot. Yeah, because they won't extradite them for their charges in America.
Mm-mm.
So when you see all of these stars going to countries we can't pronounce and all of this fun, it's because their ass is about to get charged with some shit and they're not for it.
Yep. They're
Like,
trying
Okay.
to be sneaky, like, oh, I have a shoe deal out here. Like, we never seen you in any
yeah,
shoes
Oh,
what?
before.
we're just
Since
on a
when are you
family
selling
vacation. It's just
sneakers?
a family vacation. Nothing too much. How long will you
Pull a
be there?
Russell.
Oh,
Oh, I'm going to meditate and find my inner self, sir.
inner
Yeah,
peace.
because you're about to get hit with all of these charges in America if you ever step foot
on
back
a
on
family
American soil.
vacation. How long will we be? Oh, I don't know. Maybe a year, maybe more.
It's just
Hashtag
like
never
Yeah.
coming back. Your babies turn out full island babies, confused. Like,
I forget what
what?
that guy's name is. He's one of the politicians from Texas. And when Texas was having that like big storm that they had that like flooded and
Oh, when
caused
they
like the
had
power to
no
go out.
power.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And he was over there in Mexico on a family vacation taking pictures.
I remember.
That's gross.
Crazy.
Fake
Like,
Honestly.
politicians, like you're not helping. Oh, speaking of fake politicians, back on this Trump train, I guess. He did a whole photo shoot at McDonald's. And I can't say he worked there because he didn't work. He didn't work. He wanted to, what did he say? The fry counter? Where's the
I
fry
saw him.
counter?
I saw him
yeah.
shake a fry basket a little bit.
Right.
I
I'm
think
I like
weak.
I saw the
that for
sign that
E.
said they were
coli.
closed until like 4 o'clock that
Yeah,
day.
because Donald Trump is going to be there. A
Oh my
mess. But I mean, I
gosh.
guess it's fitting. His name's Donald. It's McDonald's. He's a clown. So I guess it fits, right? No,
And then the people in the
doesn't.
drive-through were staged.
Yeah, they rehearsed driving through the drive-through. Were you going to
Um,
hit the window? Like, I don't know. You had to rehearse that?
uh.
I think it's hysterical watching rich people do things like normal things. Like they had
Yeah.
a YouTube video and it was like trying to watch somebody do laundry, trying to watch somebody mow the lawn or like put gas in the car. And did you see the one with the queen? How she was cutting the cake and like all she did was stab it and was like, "Yep, that's enough for me."
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
God.
I can't. No, like too much. Too much. This is too much. The
Eh,
birds.
yeah. It's I'm like after that he goes to McDonald's. Now McDonald's has a recall.
Oh my goodness, bruh, I forgot about that. Yeah, a recall on the quarter pounder. So it's like,
Yep.
okay, so if you ever thought that well, I mean, I knew that they definitely used different meat, but they only recalled the quarter pounders. So clearly the regular patties are different and
Yeah,
it's not.
it's either the bread or whatever lettuce they're using on it,
No,
and
they
then
told us
it's
that it was the onions. They were like, it's the
oh
slithered onions in the batch that comes with the quarter pounder.
oh, and then they said
Oh,
it was in 10 states, but it's all those middle states. So it's like Colorado, Nebraska, um, what other state?
Yeah, one
Just like
person died too.
yeah, passed
Hold
away,
on.
and then
So
damn.
10 are hospitalized.
my daughter used to work at McDonald's, and she wanted to chime in on something for y'all.
Oh, yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I heard y'all talking about the quarter pounder meat.
Yep.
Mhm.
That is different from the regular burgers.
Okay.
And for the onions, they are dried onions, but in some type of powder. And we have to add water to it. But when they come straight out the bag, they taste like plastic.
Oh,
Oh,
No.
wait, you ate one?
Yeah, I
Wait, yeah, what do you mean? We need the
are
inside
you feeling
research.
okay?
What do you mean?
Trying, trying
We
stuff
don't
in
go to
powder?
these jobs for nothing. You got to come out with some research so you can tell the people.
We're not for trying random powders around here.
I'm so weak. I'm so weak. I'm
We
pretty
need the
sure
information.
McDonald's isn't slanging. Well,
Oh,
I mean,
They
they might the
slanging E.
way
coli, so why not?
Howard did. I'm
true.
so weak. I literally cannot.
Because in the quarter pounders, aren't the is that the ones that's like supposedly like fresh,
I
not
don't
frozen
know.
beef or something like that?
yeah.
Like those are the ones that's like cook. They cook to order or something like
Yeah,
that.
but they are frozen.
They are frozen
Yeah,
though.
everything is
Oh,
frozen. You gotta go to the big freezer, grab it. We got like a little tiny freezer, just like every place has it that you put it in for your eggs, stock and shell.
Mm,
uh-huh.
okay.
I remember one time
Yeah.
we had a homeless man in our freezer.
What you mean there was a homeless
No
man in the
way.
freezer?
A
What?
homeless man snuck into McDonald's. Well, I guess the manager wasn't paying attention because we was 24/7. He went in there. He went into the meat freezer. They seen the meat was on the floor. They was like, "What's this? Why is this like this?" Calling all the employees. Open it. Come to find out, it's a whole homeless man living in there.
Living
Dang.
in
Oh,
there? Oh no.
oh.
Not even like taking a quick snooze, whole living? I
Did
can't.
Did you guys hear about? I think it was a woman, and she walked into or was found in a walk-in oven, and
What?
What?
she yeah,
Yeah,
like
I just seen that online. I think it was some 19-year-old.
Was it on?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It was on?
yeah,
Oh
and
my
Oh,
goodness.
she passed away.
I'm about
So
to
they're saying
Oh
it reminds them
no.
of I can't pronounce her name. Please, uh,
Tanika.
oh,
yeah,
Kanika, that was in the
Jenkins
walk-in freezer.
freezer. Yeah,
Oh,
Mhm.
I remember that. Oh
yeah,
Wait,
that
they
was
have a
so
no.
walk-in
sad.
oven at Walmart?
Yeah,
In
I
the
don't know
Where?
if
bakery.
I
In
don't
the
know if it
Oh,
bake
was
in
is
the
it in the
Walmart
bakery?
bakery.
bakery. Yeah, there we go.
Confirmed to CTV News that a body of a teenager was found inside a large walk-in oven behind the bakery area
Oh
of a Walmart
no.
store. CTV's Top the Arp reports.
What?
Mm.
The
Mm.
toxic tape stretches across the
That's
Walmart.
crazy.
That's
What
awful.
the
Oh
heck? Why
no.
was he in there?
Right. How'd that happen?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
has to be some type of that's a lawsuit because it's not you know,
Cause how
there's
did you
supposed to
walk?
be precautions.
How do you walk back there, turn it on, get in it without nobody noticing nothing?
Yeah, she must have walked in the back and somebody else turned it on, closed it.
Oh, she was okay. It says she went in and it was locked behind her.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I'm
That's
like, what?
awful. That is awful.
Damn.
What if that was like friends trying to play a prank and it got serious?
Yeah, 'cause you can't lock
Oh,
Yeah, because
inside.
or they didn't know it was on.
Oh my
And then those doors
god!
are heavy. Like those heavy duty, those are like stainless steel heavy duty doors.
Yeah, I'm gonna need for them to run some camera footage back. Cause
that,
what,
You
that's
know they're
crazy.
gonna
Yeah, that's
edit that
crazy.
camera footage just like they did the other girl.
man?
That's crazy. Oh no. Okay, on that condolences to the family. May she rest in
Yeah,
peace.
definitely.
That's
Really
crazy.
sad.
Yeah, so that's like a sad note to end off on. But this is a good spot to wrap up because we're right at 30 minutes. But I appreciate everyone tuning in and joining in on our garden chat today. I hope to see some of you lovely faces on Friday at our Halloween party.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys later.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.